Our next guest made his film debut in the film Bad Boys in 1983, and Hollywood took notice. He moved to LA from New York, and his work speaks for itself. He left an indelible impression for his role as Bob Morales in Luis Valdez's La Bamba. I had the honor to be his hooker, Rosalinda. And he also starred in Rapa Nui, and who can forget him as Chucho in Mi Familia, My Family. He's also been a regular on some of TV's most popular shows, including NYPD Blue, Jericho, CSI Miami, and earlier this year, wow, he has a lot of credits. He was at the Sundance Film Festival with his latest film, the critically acclaimed Gun Hill Road. Welcome, wonderful actor, self-proclaimed activist, singer, and papito.
Papi.
Esai Morales. It's wonderful to have you with us.
We're excited to have you.
Can you tell?
No.
Okay, let's start from the beginning. In the beginning, you were born. No.
Yes.
Yes, no. You went to the Performing Arts High School in New York.
Yep.
And then after that, you just went on to have this beautiful career.
Well, you know, it sounds like
Just
that.
like that.
Just like that. But you know, nobody sees all the mistakes, all the falls that you take. They usually see, you know, the good stuff, and that's great. But I got to tell you, it hasn't been easy, but it's been worthwhile, and that's what's that keeps me going, you know.
That's fabulous.
Well,
you've gotten the rewards. Now, but you are Puerto Rican, am I correct?
Yes.
Because it seems to me that you played a Mexican in La Bamba.
I played a couple. Yes.
He's played a lot of them, and he's done them so well.
Yeah, he does.
Honorary Mexican, right?
Yeah, I'm an honorary Chicano, actually.
We made him an honorary Mexican.
No, listen, I go through East LA and I get my ghetto pass revoked. I mean, not revoked, renewed.
Validated.
Revoked would be bad. But
And
no.
when he says that, when he says he gets it renewed, he does. He actually goes. We saw you at the Boyle Heights Tech Center, which is in Boyle Heights. It's right close to East LA. He's not kidding when he says he goes in there.
I go back.
Yeah.
I need to see you at a taco truck to be convinced.
But Chucho in La Bamba, that was an iconic role.
No, Chucho is Mi Familia, My Family.
Mi familia, I'm sorry.
Yes.
I look at her and I go, yes to anything she says.
And I think
Bamba
that was
Morales.
such an important film for Latinos, and you were part of it. So talk
you.
to us about that experience for you.
Well, it was amazing. I mean, Luis Valdez wrote an incredible
Okay, the
script.
picture, are you talking about La Bamba? Because I want to clear up my mistake. It's La Bamba.
It's La Bamba,
We're looking at it now. That's one with Lou Diamond Phillips.
Yes.
And Esai as Bob Morales.
Yes.
Right. Now we got it.
But it was great because you see our family in realistic context as opposed to just as like the spice,
Right.
or
Right.
the edge or the
Right.
margins. The story's about us, and we play three-dimensional characters, and we rarely see that in this kind of media, where it's usually we're like flavoring or one of the H's of Hispanic Hollywood that I
And
talked
that's why
about.
that film was one of the highest grossing Latino-themed film for like over 12 years.
I think it's still is. I don't know if
No,
which one.
Spy Kids passed it.
Oh, Spy Kids.
Spy Kids passed it.
But Spy Kids wasn't Latino themed as much. It happened to be Latino centered, which is
Right.
great.
Exactly.
Right.
You're right.
But it is the biggest rock and roll biopic still.
Yes,
Wow.
definitely.
I gotta hang on to the dignity.
And just speaking of all the diversity of roles that you play, you actually played Edward James Olmos's father in Caprica, which is, Caprica isn't really Latino themed either. So
That's right.
talk to us about that series.
Well, Edward James almost made an incredible character with Admiral Adama on Battlestar, and you know he's a pro, and he's someone who doesn't rely on his ethnicity, but he has it there with him, that soul and that depth. And I thought to myself, I've got to have a character that similarly represents, but it's not all about who you are. You know, the Taurons. We were the all-purpose ethnic family on that planet.
And this is in Caprica,
On
the TV
Caprica,
series.
yeah.
It was on Sci-Fi, right?
Yeah, Sci-Fi. And, you know, unfortunately, it's not coming back. There is a petition on Facebook and for people to, you know, to click on and see if they can get the show back on the air, which would be great because it's a really smart show.
It can happen. It's happened before with other shows.
Yeah, Jericho, I was on one. Matter of fact, I did the second season of Jericho, even though it was truncated, because the fans got together
Yes.
Right.
and sent peanuts. Tons of peanuts to the executives.
You are really, really passionate and excited about your new role on Gun Hill Road.
Oh, yeah.
What tell us about who you play and what it's about?
Well, Gun Hill Road is a Boogie Down Bronx production in the sense that everybody, all the actors are from the Bronx, the director director, writers from the Bronx. The story is a real local tale, and it deals with a father who comes back from prison, who's trying to reestablish his role as a patriarch of the family, as a man, as a father. But the wife may be having an affair, and the son is different.
It sounds
He's different.
His only son is different.
I love it.
So different. He's actually undergoing a sexual transformation that the father cannot deal with. It's just like, nah, that's crazy.
I want to see that.
It's pretty amazing. Our lead actress, Harmony Santana, did an amazing job at Sundance, got standing ovations at every screening. Sold out. I mean, Gun Hill Road's got to open big, though.
When does it open? When does
it opens in July in New York area. It's going to have a roll-up, but the point is, we got to get our people to go see good movies.
But Esai, you have another project that we have to talk about.
Absolutely.
Because you have a series with Dennis Leone called Los Americans.
That's right.
And we have a clip of that show, so I think we're going to go see that.
Which one is this?
Okay, Nicholas. What were you doing?
Nothing, I swear, honest.
So why'd you run? Why are you scared?
Because we were drinking and I knew you wouldn't want us to. So when I saw you coming, I decided to run.
Yeah, so you got her drunk and take advantage.
No, it wasn't like that. She's the one who invited us over.
Oh, it's her fault,
Everybody
huh?
else was drinking. It's not like we forced her to drink or anything.
Yeah? So I was a top up.
I don't know. I was trying to help her up, and when I was picking her up,
It just came off by itself.
I don't know, but I'm telling you the truth.
Yeah, is that what happened, Justin?
Yeah, I guess.
Don't lie.
They came out here to get beers, and she was passed out, and I came out here after.
So you didn't see anything, huh?
I mean, I came out after she was passed out. We didn't do anything, really.
Maybe because you didn't get a chance to.
Look, this is really sweet. I promise you that we were just drinking. That's all. I'm sorry that we were drinking, but that's all we were doing. That's all we were doing. Honest.
I know where the both of you live. If I find out you weren't telling me the truth, I'll come back to both your houses. Maybe with the police. Maybe without. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Do you?
Yes, sir.
Stand.
Yes, sir. I understand.
Do you?
Yes, sir.
Get out of my face.
And we actually had Dennis Leone on one of our episodes talking about it, but I want to talk about another new role that you also have. Daddy, what is that role like for you? First time
You're
dad?
a real puppy now.
It's funny, in Los Americans, I play a father, and I had just become one to a very, very tiny child, and it's the greatest role I'll ever have in my life. You know, it's kind of awkward to talk about, your personal stuff when so many other folks I think they get millions of dollars in free press exposing their families.
Right. True.
And I'm nervous, my gal's nervous, because, we just want to make sure that she doesn't get too much unwarranted attention. But the fact of the matter is, there's nothing better you could do than to raise a child, especially a little more than the way you were raised. I think our job in life is to evolve and take the great things our parents gave us and say, okay, that was great. Now, about that and that, let's forget that.
Right.
And how can we evolve as parents? How can we give the next generation
So
something to look forward
ultimately,
to?
it has been the most important role of your life.
Oh,
Am I
yeah,
right?
and it will always be the most
What
important.
about
Role you'll always
rewarding?
have.
Extremely. I mean, when that little child smiles, that toothless grin, it is all worth it.
I know what that's like. Esai, I have to thank you for taking time from your extremely busy schedule, as we just found out, to be with us today.
Thank you,
You know,
guys.
we absolutely love your work. We wish you the best with Los Americans. We're going to be big fans from what we saw. Everybody, please tune in on Pick TV to watch this new web drama series and see how the affluent Valenzuela family deals with social issues often not talked about in Latino families. Very important series.
And we'll watch for Gun Hill Road as well.
That's right.
Yes.
Val-